Well, we got a little problem with the water in the tank on the toilet that keeps running continuously. The other day, my wife told me about it, and I adjusted it so the water wasn't going down the top, the tube. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And you take the lid off the back of the toilet. The other day, when I checked this, took the lid off, the water level was even with the top of this and actually running down into this tube. So I adjusted this so that it would shut off sooner by cranking this little valve here. It did not solve the problem because a couple days later I noticed I could hear the water running again. So I adjusted it again and it still did it. So, and then I paid attention, I noticed there was no water coming out of the tube at the top. As is now, there's no water coming out here, but there's water coming out the bottom of this valve. Water also comes into the toilet top through the bottom valve. It comes there and here. And if you listen, which you probably can't hear on the camera, but I can hear water slowly coming in. So eventually, if I left this alone, this water would rise up and then start dumping down this tube, which of course is going to affect my water bill. So I've come to the conclusion that this valve needs to be replaced. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to shut the water off to the toilet, move the trash can and other things out of the way. I'm going to flush the toilet and hold the valve up to get as much of that water out as possible. That's about all I can get that way. I can sponge it out if I want, but I really don't care because I bought a tray. Yep, I bought a tray here. And I'm going to put this tray down. I guess that's the best position there. So it's underneath this valve here. Take this line off, which is going to allow any water in the toilet to drain onto the pan. It's finger tight. And unthread this. There we go. Got a little bit of drip in there. Now I need to get this off to get the valve out. And ideally you hold the top and the bottom as you try to turn it. It's a little too hard to do that. So I need to get a wrench or a pair of pliers. Remember, righty tighty, right tighty, lefty loosey, so that it goes this way. Pliers on it. There you go, get it started. And if I take this out, nylon plastic washer off. As soon as I get this off, water should start coming out of the top. And there we go. Thing is pretty much drained. There's a little bit of water in there, but basically it's empty. I've already disconnected this water line that goes into the top here. Normally this is sitting down like so, and this goes in there. I pulled this off first a while back and pulled this out. So this is actually what I'm replacing, this thing right here. And I have a new one that I bought today at Home Depot. Ideally, you kind of look at your other one. Make sure all the parts are here, everything appears to be here. Okay, destroyed the old one. It goes into this hole right here. And put the new nylon bolt on the bottom, or nut. And I'll slide this back on the other side of the old one. And just finger tight. Put the water line back on. Here's the first nut, which is screwed on, and then here's the second one, and both just tight but finger tight. I positioned it kind of like the other one with the adjustment screw over out of the way over here, and I have to connect the hose from here that goes into here. Okay, I got this hose plugs into this little thing here. This is a clip. Actually, I don't even need this because my other one comes equipped with a hole already in it. It comes with this universal fitting that basically clips onto the pipe coming up here. But since mine already has a hole in it, I don't need that. So this is going to just connect into the hole. Doesn't even go through, it just kind of goes in. I'm just going to cut it off because it's way too long. I'm going to cut it a little bit short. And see how this works. That looks like that should be about right. And I'll turn the water back on. And you can see how water is coming in at the bottom. Way down there, which is where the leak was. Or where the valve wasn't shutting off. And also there's water coming out of this top tube, filling up the toilet. And you want the water to stop before it overflows. See how it's getting kind of close? Ooh, that's nice, but see, it's right at the rim. It should shut off maybe a 1/4 inch lower down. As this flotation floats up, the water comes on and off. See, it's down, floats up. See what that does. If you look close, there's a plus on one side with the direction of the arrow going this way, and a minus on the other side going that way. So we want to go in the direction of the minus. Water is still too close to the rim, so let's... There you go, the water shut off probably about a 1/4 inch below the top. So I believe that's where I want it. Now in case you have to adjust this, for whatever reason, the top of this right up here should be roughly about 3 inches above the pipe that this is connected in. And if it's not, you can adjust it by holding this top piece up here and turning this. It kind of cranks around. And now see how I'm making it longer? Which is raising it up higher than the pipe. So, and you can lower it by going back the other way. You want to see what I'm talking about if you're a little bit confused. The top here of the valve should be roughly 3 inches above this. And it's, you know, it might be a little bit off. It looks like it might be 3 1/4, but I didn't measure it. As long as it's down far enough in the tank that it's not going to affect with the lid. And again, do not take off this little plastic nylon clip that's holding this together. That keeps tension on this. This is actually threaded. Can't see it. See the threads here? This keeps pressure on this so that the threads actually work. And there you go. This is now trashed because obviously there is a slow leak and the problem has been fixed. There you go. Put this all back. Clean up a little bit and I'm done. Water got around the edge of the pan, which I kind of thought it would. But the chance to clean up around the toilet. Really, the whole job only took a few minutes. And as always, you want to double check when you're done to make sure there's no leaks, which there isn't. So we'll call this job a wrap. Alright, let's go do something else.